Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is your yearly review. Thank you again for hitting me up for this reading. And to those of you guys who are watching, thanks for joining us. This is actually a reading that someone hit me up for and purchased, but they said that I could post it publicly so that anyone else who happens to stumble across it, who needs guidance, can be helped by it. So just keep in mind this reading is for someone else, but I hope that the messages will also resonate with you. This is a very specific reading. It is a yearly review. And what I'm going to do for this person is I'm going to go month by month for 2018 to see what the energies have in store for them. Now that 2 months have already passed, we're going to go ahead and kind of review those 2 months quickly, and then we'll spend a lot of time in March and April and May, of course, because these are the months that are we're currently in and that are upcoming. So thank you so much for hitting me up, and just be aware that on March 17th, I will be able to go live again on YouTube because for the past 90 days I have been disabled from going live, and it has slowed down my reading process like crazy. So if you are waiting for a personal reading from me, that is why. You will receive your readings soon. I've been working so hard. Like, I'm at my friend's house right now and I'm literally doing readings. So, I mean, thankfully all my friends are so sweet and supportive and understanding, and they're encouraging me to work hard and to keep going. So here I am. But just know that after March 17th, which is just in a couple days, I'll be able to go live again, and I'll be able to start posting videos within 5 minutes. So some of you guys might get your reading the same day that you order it. Wouldn't that be great? So I'll be back to my normal flow after then. So once again, I appreciate your patience, and hit me up after March 17th and you guys will get your readings a lot faster. You can hit me up before then, but it might just take a couple days. So let's start with January. I'm very excited to draw these cards, and I feel like January was like the start of like a new cycle for you, because this is a card marking that like you're out of the woods. And I feel like in January you didn't really know exactly where you were going that month. You weren't exactly sure where the energies were headed for you. And I'm seeing this blood on the tip of the spear is talking about like this really intense like battle, this intense journey. And I'm also seeing like insecurity, but what's great is that the insecurity card is reversed. So I feel like whatever you went through in January just like really opened you up. It was the start of something new. It wasn't just like the new year, it really was the start of a new cycle for you. So I'm seeing a lot of reversals. And so that makes me think that in January, there were a lot of delays, and like there was a lot of crap going down, and like some of that residual crazy 2017 energy was probably affecting you. But in the middle of all these, interestingly enough, you got to see this. In the middle of all of these reverse cards, see all these cards that are reversed? There's an upright card in the middle, and it's the fulfillment card. So it makes me think that ultimately you were fulfilled. Ultimately things worked out for you. You had to really figure out some new ideas when it came to making money. There was trouble, financial trouble, I feel like, in January. But ultimately you got what you wanted. I feel like you were hesitant to move forward. There was some kind of struggle you were facing, something very emotional. Maybe something related to partnerships and to love, but like I feel like the problem's already been solved, like the energy's been cleared there. So we're just taking a look back in the past at like what was affecting you, and I feel like a lot of it had to do with 2017. So let's pull some more cards. Gosh, it's just such a beautiful day. I could pull cards forever out here. A lot of you guys are getting ASMR style personal readings today because I'm outside and it's all relaxing. And so, and like I can smell the dirt. I don't know how to describe it, but like it's just like the freshest, like, I don't know, it's like the best smell. I love the smell of dirt. So what I'm seeing for you in February is that after you got through all that crap in January, you finally had like a firm foundation for your life. Things are looking up. And some kind of huge manifestation came through. So I want to check out my angel deck here and whoa, and see what it was that and the deck's shooting cards out already. Something about laughter. So it's like you're on the other side of all that crap in January. You're laughing because things are working out for you. It's like you're learning how to listen to your intuition in February. A lot of balance coming through. And I feel like you were handling your responsibilities with serenity. I see you working in this job that isn't really like ultimately super fulfilling, but it's like a way for you. It's like maybe is it some kind of customer service or something? I see like it's very fulfilling for you, and but ultimately there's some kind of rift because I feel like you're being pulled in another direction. And so I feel like that's why the trust card is coming out. They're telling you to have faith. And I do see messages coming out for you in love. And I want to pull messages for everything for March, the month that we're in. Because February is starting to tell me there is something going on in your love life that started in February. There's a lot of inspiration that was coming through in February, a lot of ideas, clarity. It's like you're being given direction on how to move forward right now. And so let's just figure this out. Let's go ahead and move on to March. Some kind of opportunities coming through. So I'm seeing a lot of messages about you like visualizing what you want. You're very synced up with me, I have to say. Follow my manifesting journey. If you haven't already gotten caught up on Manifest with me in March, I'm posting my manifesting journey every day, and we're using the moon cycle. We're just doing like traditional basic manifesting, nothing crazy, just letting stuff go, planting seeds, harvesting and whatnot. And I'm teaching you guys how to do it. And I feel like there's messages coming through for you to like actually do something. Like there's a lot of inspiration, there's a lot of ideas, and they're wanting you to be honest with yourself in February. They're like, be honest with yourself. What do you really want? And it's like you're being given inspiration. You're thinking about this in your mind over and over again. It's time to move forward, you know? So something about your foundation in life. So your foundation in life usually has to do with like your source of income. It has to do with like maybe your spiritual foundation, like your core beliefs, like maybe it has to do with your foundation in relationships, like wanting to connect with a partner, a significant other. Maybe it has to do with like a good foundation, like as in stability and just balance, so that you're approaching your life like with peace generally, and you're not waking up every day and like freaking out and stressed out all the time. I lived that path. Something about you just like taking responsibility. Yeah, definitely. Like balancing yourself, like being able to take responsibility and like work and like contribute to society and whatnot, but also like laughter and have fun and like make playtime for yourself. So very interesting. So here we go, drum roll, March, the month that we're in. Let's see what we can do. So you're at the waters of life. This makes so much sense. Like all of this is accumulated and you're getting ready now to decide like what big decision am I going to make. This is a need for you to relax and rest, like treat yourself, you know, gather strength. You might want to spend time with others or not. You might want to spend time on your own, and it's talking about preparing to make like a really big major life decision or like make a major life move. So March, getting ready to make, oh my gosh, big decisions. This lipstick is just like driving me crazy. I need to do that whole Vaseline thing. And okay. Yeah, it's like, this is where you're at, which I don't blame you, because this is kind of where I'm at too, but that's why I've been coming outside, because when I come outside, it completely changes my perspective, and I don't mind working. I don't mind like doing my thing out here. I don't mind chilling and just getting stuff done. So they're saying like, you're kind of bored, like you're feeling like not very creative, you're feeling kind of out of it, and they're saying like you need to get up, you need to get outside, you need to get moving, you might need to exercise, and you need to get creative. Like you're being given inspiration, like you know how to move forward. they're saying. So I hope that sunburst doesn't bother you. The lighting is changing. Maybe I'm gonna have to just come down here. Hope you don't mind. I try not to edit these videos because I want you guys to really just like feel in the moment with me and feel like that connection. But very soon I will be editing these videos, just so you guys know. I have like a whole production team that's interested in working with me, so I'm excited to share more news about that soon. We're still in March here, and I'm seeing like mourning, like you letting something go. And I'm seeing overall, like as you go through this mourning process, like you're protected. So I feel like maybe someone's left your life. It could have been a friend, it could have been a lover. And maybe it's like this mourning you've been going through for a while, but I see you like mourning, and I see like it's been rough for you. But I see like there's this protection, and like divine forces are like overseeing this, and they're saying that working like on your skills and on your hobbies and your talents and your interests is a really great way through this mourning and through this grief, and like to process it and like to channel your energy into good instead of like laying around and being stagnant and depressed. So there's always time for that in life. If you're watching and you're there, if you're depressed, if you're laying around, if you're stagnant, it's okay, that's part of the journey, but just know there's going to be some point where you're going to have to dedicate yourself to this skill. And I feel like that's where you're at. The person who purchased this reading, that's where you're at. You're at this place where you need to get up and like dedicate yourself to something. And I think I told you guys that I started Rainbow Harmony in the middle of like this horrible depression I was going through. And my partner really encouraged me, because I was so into these tarot cards and like reading them all the time and like giving readings to my friends, and they were always like, wow, that's so legit, like that really spoke to me, like you should go for it. And I was just like, oh god, no, I would never be a tarot reader, that's crazy. But then I don't know, I decided to finally just put my skills at work, and I started posting one video a day. That was my goal. And yeah, it took off. And I feel like there's something you need to do like that. There's something you're good at. There's something people are coming to you and telling you like you're gifted at something, you're talented, why don't you, and you're just like, oh, whatever. But like, I feel like you need to start going for it, like one post a day, or one, if you're a writer, 1 page a day. If you're a sculptor, like, an hour, set your clock an hour, like an hour a day if you can. Or if all you can commit is 5 minutes a day, then do 5 minutes a day. So we're gonna go ahead and pull some more cards for March. It's like you're getting creative, it's like you're getting inspired, and now you're starting to really move forward. I mean, the trust card just keeps coming out. I feel like the path really isn't clear. You don't really know what you're doing. It's just you're following your gut. And I refer back to myself a lot in these readings, because I get these images of like these stories that like from my life that I apply, and I know it's like a message for you. And I'm seeing this other story like where I started painting. I don't know, like I just got this impulse to like get a paintbrush and to like get some paper and just go for it. And I was like, I didn't even know what I was doing. I never even really took many art classes or anything, but I was inspired, and I just started doing that, and I had to trust that path, and I didn't know ultimately I'd be selling my work. I didn't know ultimately it would be in galleries. I didn't know ultimately I'd be traveling and like showcasing my artwork in places around the world, but which is the case now, and I'm so stoked about it. I can't wait to share more about that with you guys. But it's like in the beginning you have to trust, and you can't be afraid to start at the bottom, and you can't be afraid who sees you, or you can't be afraid of like, oh, it's crap, just because you just tried one time. Sometimes there's multiple takes on these Rainbow Harmony videos, sometimes I gotta try a couple times before I like really get in the flow and I stick with the video and keep it rolling, So I feel like you need to have the courage to start, and that's what March is all about for you, having the courage to start. And I see clarity coming through as well for you. So let's go to April. We're going to use my Green Witch Tarot. One card for April, and that's the Cid. And it's talking about, once again, you putting your ideas, all these ideas that have been up here in the 5D, bringing it down into the 3D, and gathering all the tools and all the materials and all the supplies that you need. So maybe April's really about getting more supplies, manifesting the tools. So follow my manifest with me in March, and see if you can manifest the tools and the materials and the supplies that you need. And manifest me some Vaseline while you're at it for my lipstick. So in April, you're manifesting hardcore. Like this is another card about you. This is literally the same exact card I just pulled, but from my other deck, my Green Witch Tarot. So very interesting. It's like you are gathering all the tools, all the materials, all the supplies you need to move forward. And here's the Green Man. The Green Man is about like a masculine energy. It's about taking action. It's about like following authority. It's about making things happen. It's about like networking. It's about like creating a website. It's about raising the funds. It's about, you know what I mean? Like something like that in April. And I really don't see any major warnings coming through. Like April's gonna be a good month. The snow is thawing, like spring is coming, like you're feeling like, maybe like I wanna create like a better workspace for myself, or maybe I wanna move somewhere. Maybe like there's something about change coming. So let's see what's gonna happen here in May. Am I predicting something? Let's see. May 2018. Options. There's a lot of options now. Okay, so you've had some time to like experiment, to like get a couple things going, but it's almost like you're losing focus in May, and there's this huge message coming through about like needing to stay grounded and get out of your head and do. So this is like with me in my life, sometimes like I like dissociate and I get really distracted, and like I know it's like a sign to me, like when I'm getting this card, that I need to like plan a photo shoot, or that I need to, you know, go outside and make another Rainbow Harmony video, like that I need to do something and keep the ball rolling, and to like just choose a cup, because like it's like you're afraid to make a choice. You're afraid it's going to be the wrong choice, and they're saying it doesn't matter what you choose, like any choice is going to be the right choice at this point, especially if you just follow your heart, trust yourself. And there's a butterfly over this cup, and I feel like she's like missing it because she's so in her head about it, but like there's this new start on offer. There's this new hope coming through in April. There's this, in May. So very interesting. May is an interesting month. I see that's the battle in May. The battle is between like your heart and your head. And let's see, maybe there's something coming through in love in May. I'm getting this message that like you're wanting to move forward in love in May, but there's like still this block. Like they're saying divine timing is at work in your love life, so just hang in there and it's worth waiting for. So let's go ahead and move on to June. I'm trying to like lean down so you can see me because we have a lighting situation. The sun is starting to set, that's why. It's been such a beautiful day. June. Yeah, clearance. And I feel like June is a really good month for you to like go on vacation. I feel like there's this energy coming through that you need to take a break because you've been working so hard on like manifesting this job down into the 3D. I keep getting the same cards for you. It's bizarre. Like I just shuffled the cards again and I reached to like the back of the deck and like here they are. So you are once again getting ready for some kind of big move or something, some type of movement, some type of travel in June. You're manifesting, like you're deciding what you want. There's this message of fulfillment when it comes to love. So like your career is moving forward, love is moving forward, and something about a career opportunity. So I really want to dig deeper now into your career now that we know what's going on here in June, and ask like, what's this opportunity? What, like, I feel something about you like making a business or something. Something about you in a business. Yeah. You're meeting someone. That's what it is. You're meeting someone. The tower's coming in June. And I see like this harvest coming through, and I feel like this is what you want. Like you want to connect with someone, maybe romantically, or like you want the next level in your romantic relationship. And I see like you and this person, or maybe you and your partner, being able to like work together to find some kind of harvest together in June. I still see you working on some type of like creative activity or creative hobby. I feel like you're really good with writing and speaking, but you're also very crafty. I see you like, I don't know, knitting, not knitting, but like embroidery, or like making something with your hands for sure. But I see in June it's a good time for you to take a break. Lots of vibes coming through about taking a vacation in June, which makes sense. So next we're gonna go ahead and move on to July. Let's try my Wildwood Tarot again. So July. And we're gonna continue July in part 2. I'll see you guys there.